Hello everyone, welcome to this video where we are given a figure where angle BCD is 90 degree, BC is 12 cm and CD is 5 cm. Find the values of sine CBD, cosine CBD, as well as sine angle ABD and cosine angle ABD. Now, the very first step for me to do is that I saw that we are required to find two angles. So, CBD will then be this particular angle that we are talking about, which is an acute angle. So, for part 1 and part 2, right, my focus is just on that right angle triangle BCD. And to find sine and cosine ratio with respect to that angle, blue color angle now, I am first going to identify the sides. So this will be my hypo. This will be my opposite side. And this will be my adjacent side. And do remember tuakaso. So notice, for sine and cosine ratio, we do need the H. So this means that for part 1 and part 2, right, we need to know the length of BD. And this is a right angle triangle. Yeah? So for part 1 and part 2, even before I get started, right, I will need to find what's this, my BD. And BD square is equal to 12 square plus 5 square in this question because I am applying Pythagoras theorem. And so this will be equals to 169. So my BD is simply the square root of 169. 13. So now I know this is 13. I could do part 1 and part 2 fairly easily. Yeah. So part 1, the sine of angle CBD is therefore equal to sine. Opposite is 5. Hypo is 13. So it's 5 over 13. Done. They only require us to find the sine ratio, not the angle. Same goes for part 2. Cosine of this blue color CBD, CAH, adjacent side is 12. Hypo is still 13, so it's 12 over 13. Now, let's look at the next two parts where we look at angle ABD, which is this angle. The first thing that I notice is that this is an important thing to take note of. Angle CBD and angle ABD, they add up to 180 degrees. Okay, this is important. This means that they are supplementary angles, and there is a special relationship about these supplementary angles for sine and cosine ratio, especially when we know that this is my obtuse angle and this is my acute angle. Okay, So the relationship goes like this. I'm going to write it here. Let me draw a line. Okay, good. So for part 3, the sine of an obtuse angle is equal to the sine of the acute angle. The sine ratio are exactly the same. And so this means that if sine CBD is 5/13, sine ABD is also 5/13. Done. That is the special relationship. As for cosine, there is also another special relationship between the obtuse and the acute angle, where these two angles are supplementary. The cosine ratio of the obtuse angle is equal to the negative of the cosine ratio of the acute angle. And so, if I know the cosine ratio of the acute angle, all I need to do is add a negative in front, and I'm done. Alright, so this is a very, very important relationship between the obtuse and the acute angle when they are supplementary, meaning they add up to 180 degrees. Okay, with that, we have come to the end of this video. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.